Aloha, welcome back to my channel. My name is Irajwa if you're not familiar with me. And if you are, it's me again, Raj in the building. Welcome to Masterpiece Monday. It's been a while. I know it has, but this year, when I tell you life has been life, oh my gosh, 2024, Charlie. The first couple of months were not the easiest, but I have decreed and declared that these next 6 months and beyond are going to be so much better than what I've seen. So God is going to efficiently 20 me. He's going to give me exceedingly far above beyond what I can even think or imagine, right? Yes. Today's video is going to be about temple maintenance, and this was actually inspired by my own personal journey as to how I lost weight and actually maintained, my physical body, and also stemming from the fact that I want to take better care of myself as a child of God. This is going to be taken from 1 Corinthians 6 verse 19 to 20, and I'll be reading. I'm looking down in my journal. I wrote it here, so bear with me, okay? And it says, "Or do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have from God, and you are not your own?" And then verse 20 says, "For you were bought at a price, that is, with the blood of Jesus Christ. Therefore, glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's." So this is the basis, on which we're building this video on. And basically, I'll just give you some background or some context in my journey to having a better outlook on life and just maintaining my body and taking care of myself better. So in 2021, I let go of a toxic relationship that I was in. I had gained weight because of the whole emotional imbalance that I was experiencing, and didn't necessarily feel too good about myself. Most of the time I would resort to things like food, which was a coping mechanism. And so as I did therapy and did the inner work that I needed to do to actually heal from what I was in, I realized food was something that became my coping mechanism. Basically, it really was a coping mechanism, and mostly it was fast food that I would go to, order anything that was very easy to get, and the cravings would be for mostly pizza or fried chicken or fries. Most of the time actually it was KFC or what would you call this one, Domino's. Yes. So I found myself eating that quite a lot. And then towards the end of 2021, I came down to Ghana for holiday, and during that time I said, "Charlie, here for a good time, not a long time." I was eating any and everything. Like, I literally had zero boundaries when it came to food. I was eating anything, and I was eating at any single time that I wanted to eat. And it didn't even matter if it was late into the night. It literally did not matter. And of course, I gained some weight. I got to 2022, and then I realized that I didn't like the direction in which I was heading. And also my clothes were had gotten so tight on me. And it's interesting because I was the kind that I was always I had a very fast metabolism when I was young, I'm still young, when I was younger. So I would eat anything, and it literally didn't stay on me, or it didn't settle on my body. And that was a lot, that reflected a lot in high school. And people used to say, "Hey, you can eat anything," and then nothing happens, or you don't gain weight, or you're still the same. So me, I thought, Charlie, that's how it's gonna be for life. But then I traveled to the States when I was about 18, thereabout. I went there, and then interestingly enough, I gained a bit of weight when I was there. And then from that time when I came back to Ghana, anytime that I ate, the food would just stay on my body, or I would be able to gain weight easily, which was never really the case. And it's not like I was trying to gain weight or trying not to gain weight. I just knew that, I can eat anything and it doesn't show, right? And that was just that. But with time, as I grew, I realized that when I eat, and if I eat the wrong things, it reflects on my body. Anytime that I would gain weight, right, I would just simply get clothes that fit me. So I remember being a size 4 or 6 thereabout, and then I had to move up to like size 8. Then I gained weight again, had to move up to a size 10, again 12. So I was like, this time I don't think I want to change my clothes, because it's not like I was just simply gaining weight from nowhere. It was a coping mechanism that I was doing, and it was bad choices that I was making, which was leading to the weight gain. So I said, you know what, instead of me trying to increase the size of the clothes that I wear, how about I simply work out and actually take care of my body. And this was also in the space where I was being more intentional with my walk with God. So since 2021, taking a very, committed stance on getting to know God better, getting to know myself, finding myself, etc. Now, I want to share how I stay committed. My weight loss, it may not be as drastic as some people's journeys, but for me, it's quite an achievement. The fact that I've been able to actually make it a lifestyle is something that I'm proud of. So yeah, I just thought to share today on this video, this Masterpiece Monday video. I began my self-improvement journey in February 2022. So self-improvement with regards to working out, right? Making it a lifestyle. I began in February 2022, and it was one thing that I was focused on. I actually started on 22nd February 2022. So it was 2. Yeah. And then I was tracking, the workouts I was doing. I actually used a PDF. So the first thing you want to do is actually focus on your mindset. So it all begins in your mind. I would ask you to prayerfully commit things to God. That helps a lot. When I was doing it, I actually didn't start with that. But in other areas of my life, I've begun to, start with prayer and then get into the whole strategizing and actually putting in the work to achieve what it is that I do want to achieve. So pray and then also work on your mindset. So you have to resolve within yourself that this is what you're going to do. It all begins in your mind. Like, you literally have to start from there, which is why the enemy comes for our thoughts, because our thoughts, they control so much of what we do, right? Our thoughts and our hearts. So guard your heart, y'all. Guard your hearts as well. That's just by the way. So focus on your mindset. Determine within yourself and with the help of God that you are going to do this. You're going to go on this journey. And you're not in competition with anybody else, right? You literally are doing this for yourself, to have a better internal flow of things going on in your system. And then also physically on the outside, like to tone up, etc. And generally, I realized that for me, for the most part, my lower body is more toned than my upper body. So now I'm more focused on the upper body versus the lower body, right? So then that's the first thing, your mindset. And then next is your commitment level. So once you resolve in your mind that, okay, this is what I'm going to do, next comes your commitment level. How determined are you to actually, put in the work to actually work out? How many times a week are you going to do it? Commit to it. Get a program. I was using an exercising guide on a PDF. So every day I knew what I had to do. I had a gym in my apartment. And so I was going there. You don't have to get membership in a gym, and start with what you have. If you say, oh, I don't have any place to work out. Do you have a body? Do you have a floor? Do you have a place to work out? Do you have clothes, a t-shirt? You don't even need gym clothes. You do not need workout clothes. You can literally use a t-shirt and shorts. You don't even need sneakers sometimes, depending on the workout that you're doing, right? So literally start with what you have. If you don't have weights, it's not a problem. You can build up over time. Just be committed to what it is that you want to do. Get the workouts that you'll be doing. If you're not sure, do some research. Follow some people that, are on the journey that you want to be on, or either people who have accomplished what you want to accomplish, or you just look at their lifestyle and you're like, okay, I can learn something from this person. And I think it's also advisable to follow people who have similar body types to you. That way you can see, even if it's not exactly how the results will be for you, you can have an idea, versus comparing yourself to someone who doesn't look anything like your body type. So I think that's one key advice that I would give at this point. The third step is discipline. So remember, I said your mindset, then commitment, then discipline. For me, I initially started doing 6 days a week. I said I was going to work out 6 days in a week. Now it's 5 days in a week, and I'm committed to 45 minutes to 60 minutes a day, like each time. Okay. Sometimes, depending on the routine that I do, it's about 30, right? But ideally, you want to stick to a time range of the workouts that you want to do. And also, you are the one who gets to determine, or based on the workout guide that you're going to follow, whether it's going to be arms on Monday, lower body on Tuesday, core on Wednesday, cardio Thursday, like however it is that you want to structure it to best suit you, do that. So for me, I have a structure. Monday now is arms, Tuesday is lower body, not arms specifically, but upper body is Monday, Tuesday lower body, Wednesday upper body, Thursday lower body, Friday upper body. Before it was the other way around, right? So now I flipped it so that I get to work out more on my upper body. Then yeah, if you miss a day, don't be too hard on yourself. Just simply either you can do it later in the day. And it's quite interesting how my routine has changed a bit, because if you know, or if you're familiar with my channel or me, or like my lifestyle, I lived in Malaysia for about 11 years, and anytime or most of the time that I was there, I preferred working out in the evenings. And now that I've been in Ghana for a couple of months, I prefer working out in the morning, which is crazy because I was not a morning workout person, but now I actually prefer doing it. And then my day is like, free. I get to do other things, and I don't have it like in the back of my mind, especially because I realized that when I'm down in Ghana, if I don't work out in the morning, most of the time I won't work out in the evening. And if I do, it'll be like a drag. I have to like really convince myself and psych myself up that I need to work out. But when it's in the morning, I get it done, it's good, and I move on with my day. So you can consider that as well. If you're a morning person, which I'm not, but I've actually found that I enjoy doing morning workouts, or I prefer to do morning workouts while in Ghana. The fourth thing is results. So with working out, it typically takes about a month before you see some concrete results. You may notice it, others may not notice it. Other people will notice it probably around the 2-month mark, thereabout. They'll start to ask you like, oh, like, what are you doing differently? Or they'll start to comment that, oh, you look different, those kind of things. But you're not doing it for people to realize, right? You have your own goals. And in all this, I would like you to accept your body as it is. That's very important. Accept your body as it is. Do not be comparing it to anybody else, which is why I also mentioned it's good for you to find people that look or have similar body types like you, so that you will not be comparing yourself. Because when it comes to this whole fitness journey and health and whatnot, you can go down a rabbit hole and be stuck there, which is not the best for your mental health, especially. And also depending on the kind of relationships that you have around you, the kind of people that you have, like what exactly are they saying to you and about you, directly to you. Things to consider. Once you see the results, that's not when you're going to stop. That's when you're going to actually transform this into a lifestyle. So it becomes part of your routine. The more you stick to it, the more it becomes a lifestyle, to the point that when you don't even work out in a day, you're like, hey, Charlie, something feels off about me, or I'm not feeling the best. And then you get to work out. So when it becomes a lifestyle, you incorporate it in your daily routine and you're good to go. And also I would say another thing is be mindful of the times that you eat and the kind of food that you eat. For me, I used to say no sugar on weekdays, only on the weekends. And I said, Charlie, that's too restrictive. So what I actually did or started to do was simply to reduce my portion size. And I didn't cut anything out of my diet, even though I would like to have more healthier options. And it's been a bit challenging, in Ghana here, because like in Malaysia, it's so easy. If I want salad or if I want, fruits, it's just so, I just know exactly where to go. In Ghana, it's not really like that. But what I do like about Ghana is the fresh fruits that you can get. Like you can get the whole, like mango especially. I don't know, for some reason mango in Malaysia is not very nice. But Ghana mango is fresh and very, very, very nice. Yeah, so for now, what I do is portion control, like I mentioned. Also being mindful of the times that I eat. I try not to eat too late. In Malaysia, sometimes I actually eat around 11 p.m. Which is very bad. But in Ghana, I try to keep around maybe 8 thereabouts. Sometimes 8:30, which is still not really the best, but better than 11, right? So just making improvements over time. So yeah, don't be too hard on yourself. Give yourself grace. It's a journey, and I wish you all the best. And I pray that God is going to honor your commitment to taking care of your temple, or his temple rather, right? Which is your body, but it's technically not really yours. It's for God. And so let's honor him in the way that we look, in the way that we dress, in the way that we present ourselves. All right. So I hope this video was a blessing to you. If it was, do share it with others. Let them benefit as well. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see from me. I'm looking forward to being more consistent on this YouTube channel and in other areas of my life. And so yeah, come along on this journey with me, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and God bless. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right. Take care. God bless. Bye.